The hole that President Trump had painted American flag blue is still green.
Yeah, here's a live look right now, courtesy of EarthCam. A large algae bloom is visible from the National Mall, you can see there, and crews spent yet another afternoon treating the water with hydrogen peroxide.
We also saw this blue object floating in the pool. The Trump administration spent millions painting the pool blue earlier this month. Our Sarah Robinson went down to the National Mall, and she's gauging some new reaction.
People from around the world come to see the reflecting pool, but right now it's not exactly a shade of blue. It is in fact green, at least in parts. There are people behind me from the National Park Service who are working to clean that up. I'm told experts say algae thrive in warm conditions, and the pool's new darker color may be helping contribute to those conditions.
It's insanity.
Who knew a coat of blue
It's a nightmare with a no-bid contract and costing us more money.
would leave some seeing red?
We see the ongoing fiasco, the never-ending cycle of people having to replace, repair, and upgrade everything that Donald Trump is doing.
Dark blue flecks of paint could be seen floating in the reflecting pool Thursday. It's unclear what caused the material to rise to the surface.
Right around here, it is like a more dark blue, dark green kind of vibe. But if you're heading more towards over there, you can see how the discoloration of the green is.
But just days after President Trump had the bottom of the reflecting pool painted American flag blue,
You can kind of see it split, green and a blue.
parts of the pool are now a bright shade of green as an algae bloom spreads across the water. The National Park Service crews were seen treating the pool and vacuuming up dead algae. The Department of the Interior, which manages the site, posted on X Thursday, saying in part, quote, "Our team is now vacuuming up the dead algae resting on the bottom of some parts of the reflecting pool, just like the destroyed Iranian Navy resting on the bottom of the Persian Gulf." Although algae blooms are not uncommon, this one may have an extra factor.
The bottom is absorbing light, which heats it up. So the darker that is, black would be the worst color, but dark blue is a pretty bad color too in terms of warming up the water. So that just adds to the overall temperature and the growth potential for these organisms.
Hans Pearl is an algae researcher with the University of North Carolina Institute of Marine Sciences. He says the dark blue paint is likely contributing to warmer water conditions and faster algae growth. And there isn't an easy fix.
With systems in Europe where they're using hydrogen peroxide, they have to often dose the system maybe 3 or 4 times during the summer in order to keep the blooms down. So that gets into, pouring in a lot of chemicals and also the expense. It's not cheap for a pool that big.
Some tourists say they wish more study had gone into the project.
We could put more consideration into doing like sample testing, making mini models to see if it would be the right thing to do.
Experts say some algae blooms can produce toxins, so until the cleanup is complete, people should keep children and pets out of the water. I also reached out to the Department of the Interior about the cleanup efforts, but have not yet heard back.